As we define the constant variable here, we just added a file. We come here and added a new file, and this file, call it constant pi, and we put here all the variables and their values. Then in other Python file, like here, we imported, okay? We import, okay, the constant, okay? We import the constant. Should I add constant? Okay. Then what we did there, so constant is a module now. And it is a simple file. I can put within it anything I want. Then I can use it. So for example, when I say print and I access constant, okay? Constant, actually what's mean that this variable is in this module, okay? So when I come back here, okay, so a module is a piece of software that has a specific functionality. We can use that with game logic so that we can, in our module, put, as we'll see later, put functions or any data type, and we save each module in different file. So actually, what we got is that our program here, with this virtual environment, we got here a lot of files that we need later to organize them. Here I use the demo, so we will organize our files so that we keep the approach of using modules or package. So what is package? Package is simple, a directory or a folder that contains a lot of modules. Now here, when we are coming to use the math functions, okay, now this is a handy way to remember the module and the packages, okay? So what is math? Now, math is a module, as we can see here. I import it. Why I import it? Everything with Python, okay, that is not part of the language, I can't access it directly here. But the way to use the math, okay, the math module is to import math. Then I can use the sqrt and the POW and everything in math. I imported the math in order to use the sqrt. So if I delete the math, so as you can see here, the Python tell me that there is a problem here. And so this is the sqrt, which is the square root function. It is a function that defined in the module math, okay? As the same thing is the POW. So for example, now if we are, in particular, we explain what is the sqrt, so you can achieve it with the, in this way also. Or you can achieve also the POW by this symbol. But believe me, as a software engineer, I know that this way is more clear, and you can understand your program with lots of codes that you are going to maintain with all the scalability of your code among several versions of the application that you are going to develop later in your career. So it's better and best practice. I'm not using this, but I just type it to let you see. So I recommend you using this this option. Okay, random numbers in Python is a good example also how we can use them as a model or as a simple function. So let us see. If I want to build a random number, so there is a package called the random module or package are the same things. So I can work with random range, and what random range give me back, it's give me a random number between 0 to 9. Okay, so if I, for example, want to print a random number between 1 and 6, so I use this equation. So I use the random range to give me a random number between 0 and 5, including 5. So any digit I get, so I can add 1, and then I can print my code. As you can see, I got here 6. Okay. So this is the random. So please notice I imported all the module. Another way that I can use, rather than using this way, let me just a minute ignore this example. I can use, okay, other way. I can say from random, this is a module. So I import the function, any rand range or rand int. The same two functions exist in a random package. You can use this for simple usage. Both of them, I don't know why they supply both of them, but both of them handy. What is important for me? So please look here, okay, how we use the function. So I type from this package, import the rand int. Now, at the same time, here, as you can see, I have imported all the package, okay, and this is not free me from specifying the package name each time I want to access the function. So this is the two ways. So I recommend you using this way most of the time. This kind of usage from import statement, so you can use it with modules that the functions name are so big, so you can work with a simple way. But both of them are handy to use. So there is two functions, ups and round, that are automatically supported by the language, so you don't need to import anything. So let me show you that. The Visual Studio. You can see I used here the both methods without importing any module. Okay. So now I can continue, and now this is a very handy hands-on. So I will give you about 10 minutes. Try to solve the hands-on 05, okay, and use this this approach, okay, in the last 2 pages. So please start. If there is any question, I am happy to answer. I'll be happy to answer. Using from and import and okay. So please just understand me. My way to explain things is different as a software engineering. I'm not going to explain just the instructions. So I give some minutes about how we're using model and how we import the model, and not just as a instruction to understand. In this eyes, I am looking forward, so that in advanced object-oriented programming paradigm, so we will come back here and we'll say, you remember how we use this. So it's okay. So now the if statement. So this is a decision statement, and here it is very